He's trained to know when someone is lying, but she holds a truth that is just impossible to believe. Coming up in this week's book pre-review, the books I'm excited to read. Hi, Terri Gillespie here, and welcome to Book Pre-Review, the books I'm excited to read. And yes, of course, I'm very excited about this book. It is written by a USA Today bestselling author, multi-award-winning author, Susan May Warren. And this week's book is Sundown, the third and final installment of the Sky King Ranch series. Now, this book came out on November 1st, and it came out in hardback, paperback, audiobook, and ebook. And a big thanks to Revell and NetGalley for an advance reader's copy so that I could give my honest review, and I will be doing that in a few weeks. And another bit of exciting news is that Susan is going to be my featured author for December, which means between Susan and Revell, there will be a nice giveaway. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up in a couple weeks. Now, the genre which Susan excels at is Christian suspense and romance. And she is really good at putting together families and having family dynamics that are so great. So I'm really looking forward to reading this installment. And by the way, I have not read the first two books, so I will let you know if that makes a difference if you've never heard of Susan, which I'd be really surprised if you didn't. Now, a good way to get to know an author is to go to their website. And Susan's website is www.susanmaywarren.com. Another way is through their bio. And Susan is, as I mentioned earlier, USA Today bestselling author of more than 90 novels with more than 1.5 million books sold, including the Global Search and Rescue and the Montana Rescue series, as well as Sunrise and Sunburst. She's a winner of the RITA Award, Christy and Carol Awards, as well as the HOLT Medallion and numerous Reader's Choice Awards. Susan makes her home in Minnesota. And another little bit of trivia. One thing is my younger sister, Alicia, she used to go to ACFW writers conferences with me. And so she met Susan. And so she had always been a fan of Susan's books. So missed my little sister, but she was a great fan of Susan. The other thing is that Susan was one of my very first writing instructors at the ACFW conference. So when we get together for the interviews, it's going to be fun to reconnect with her. So it'll be fun. And Susan's fun anyway. She's just a hoot. So here are the publisher's notes. Former Delta operative Colt Kingston knows when someone is lying. He may not know the truth, but he sure doesn't trust Tay, the woman who is caring for his ailing father at Sky King Ranch. Behind those beautiful blue eyes, he can tell there is a troubled and smart woman. A few of her stories prove true. He's found the crashed plane and the dead body inside. Still, her story of survival seems too incredible to believe until the thugs she claims to be hunting her down show up at Sky King Ranch. Now Tay must disappear along with her secrets, but Colt's not about to let her go it alone. And when they discover that her secrets include the antidote to a plague that threatens the world, It'll take all three Kingston brothers to save the country they vowed to protect. Susan May Warren brings her Sky King Ranch series to a climactic close with this high-stakes race against the clock. See, I told you, she really knows how to do suspense and romance, so you'll love this book, and I have no doubt I'll love this book. So you can purchase Sundown at Baker Bookhouse, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, BookBub, and ChristianBook.com, and at your local retailers and bookstores. And what do we do if it's not on the shelf? We very politely go up and ask for it. So down below in the description section, I've got Susan's bio, her the links to purchase her books, her website, and then there are also some links to my website and some interesting things that you might enjoy about my new books that are coming out. And I just found out I placed third for Sweet Rivalry in the Angel Book Award. So that was a surprise, very pleasant surprise. And just a reminder that viewers and readers, authors love to keep in touch with you. So a great way to do that is to get in touch with us through our social media links. And the icons are popping up as we speak. And fortunately, the links are also down below in the description section. So can't wait to interview Susan. Stay tuned for that. And also I'll have a review episode for her for Sundown. So in the meantime, thanks for stopping by this week. I'll see you next week for another episode of Book Pre-Review, the books I'm excited to read. Until then, God bless and keep reading.